Dan O'Donnell joining me, anchor with WISN. Dan, I don't know if you've ever been to Dave & Buster's. It's huge. It's humongous, and it's all fun. There's video games. There's games you get into. There's physical games like where you shoot basketballs. There's everything there. It's a child's dream, especially little boys this age, and girls, of course, 10 years old. Because up until about, say, 4 or 5, you may be too young to play these games. But 10 years old, that's a sweet spot for Dave & Buster's, right?
Oh, absolutely. And I can tell you my 2 young sons love going there, and they're 7 and 4 years old. So, yeah, this really appeals to kids of all ages. Adults love it, too. And unfortunately, this alleged crime happened on 2 separate occasions at this Dave & Buster's in Arcadia.
I'm hearing in my ear we're being joined right now by special guest Lieutenant Colleen Flores, Detective Bureau Commander with Arcadia PD. Lieutenant Flores, thank you for being with us. My concern, Lieutenant, is that there may be other boys, other children molested that we don't know about.
Thank you for having me, first of all. I appreciate it. We like to get this message out. So I agree with you. There is a chance that other victims could be out there, and that's why we are asking all members of the community to share this information via social media, news releases, CNN, whatever you can do to get the information out there in case someone else is a victim and hasn't said anything.
You know, Lieutenant Flores, everyone, Lieutenant Colleen Flores joining us from Arcadia. I have dealt with so many, I can't even count how many child molestation victims. And for some reason, these children carry such a burden of shame, like somehow it was their fault. Have you ever noticed that, Lieutenant Flores?
I haven't noticed that from a psychological standpoint, but in this instance, we had 2 different victims, and one victim immediately came out and told his mother, and the second victim came out of the bathroom after the incident occurred and took a couple minutes to share it with his dad. His dad actually recognized that his 10-year-old boy was acting a little bit different after coming out of the restroom, and then he shared what had just occurred.
Lieutenant Flores, what exactly is the nature of the molestation? What did the perp allegedly do?
The suspect in this case, there's again 2 incidents, both of them 10-year-old boys on 2 different dates. The first instance, the father and his 10-year-old son and a toddler went into the restroom at the restaurant. The father took his toddler into one stall, and the 10-year-old boy went into another stall to use the restroom. And the father exited the restroom with the toddler and told his older son he would be waiting for him right outside. At that point, the 10-year-old victim went to the sink to wash his hands when he was approached by the suspect, who offered him a penny. And the 10-year-old boy was a little confused but took the penny, and at that point, the suspect reached and touched his genitals over his pants.